Wonderful good day, ladies and gentlemen. Precious Metal Summit 2014, and with me here is now Treasury Metals and Martin Walter, the President and CEO. Yeah, he will give us an update about the company. And also, first of all, welcome to Commodity TV. And what is Treasury Metals shortly about, and what happened this year?
Yeah, okay, Jürgen. Well, thanks for having us on. It's wonderful to be here. Wonderful to be here in Zurich. Treasury Metals, we're a development company based in Canada. We're located in the head office in Toronto, and our project's located in Northern Ontario, close to the city of Dryden on the Trans-Canada Highway. Things that have really set us apart in terms of gold development stories is that we are now in Canada. We are now entering what we would call the final part or the second part of the permitting process for a gold mine. We did submit a full environmental impact statement to the federal government 2 weeks ago, so in early part of October. That's gone into the government now, and now we're in the final stages in terms of the next 6 to 9 months of getting some sort of getting permits for the mine to go forward. So that's a big milestone for us. We got over that. We've done that. We've completed that in, as I said, this year's it took somewhere around 18 months. It's a very detailed document.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a 5,000 to 6,000 page document, as you can imagine. It's a lot of work.
And you use it for the further development, of course.
Of course it is.
It's good data in it, I presume.
It covers off the project, what's expected on the project, the development of the project, any issues that we have on the project, and how we're going to mitigate those issues in terms of the environment and our social responsibility.
Fantastic. Of course, you spend maybe a lot of money for that. What is cash in the bank?
Yes.
And how long can you work with that?
Yes. It's an expensive document. There's no doubt about that. The process of putting an environmental impact statement together for a development company such as Treasury is an expensive process. At Treasury Metals, we're lucky for a couple of reasons. One, that we are in Canada, we are in Dryden, Ontario, and it's one of the best places to have a gold development project because the project can be funded through flow-through funding for a certain part of the early part of exploration development.
Absolutely.
So we've enjoyed some of that funding over the last couple of years. The early part of this year, in January and February of this year, we were also fortunate enough to encourage RMB, which is the Rand Merchant Bank of South Africa, to get involved with the project, and they also have made available to Treasury Metals a $6 million drawdown facility, which is the money that we needed in order to take this project from the stages that it was in early part of this year to what we call shovel ready, to the construction stage. We hope to, by completing the EIS, and now we're moving into what we call the full feasibility part of the project, and that full feasibility, the engineering side of that, will kick off sometime in the start of 2015. It's a 20-week process, so maybe at the end of the first quarter, start of the second quarter, we hope to be completing a full feasibility study and be in a position where we'll be receiving mine permits not too far past that, and also have a positive feasibility in the project.
Fantastic.
And move to construction.
Can you give our viewers maybe a little bit of an idea what the size of the project is? I mean, what could be a capex? I know you are just building the numbers now, but can you give us an idea? Do we talk about $100 million or 500 or a billion? A little bit like in the numbers of the project.
Good question. And again, I feel it's probably one of those things that differentiates us from the pack, because of where we're located on the Trans-Canada Highway, and where we're located in Northern Ontario, we're located very close to the town of Dryden, 2 kilometres north of the Trans-Canada Highway. We enjoy a whole array of infrastructure, i.e. meaning that there's already power on the project, there's already gazetted roads on the project. We don't have to...
Actually, water, power, everything,
power,
right?
All those things are already readily available to us, and that's a big differentiator for us, because that means that we won't be building any new infrastructure for this project. We'll be tapping into existing infrastructure in that part of the country, in that part of Canada, and that also means that when it comes to the permitting part of the project, that we will not be required to submit an environmental impact statement for the provincial government, mainly because we're not building any new infrastructure. So that gives us another advantage.
Yeah, it saves a lot of money, of course.
Saves a lot of money, saves a lot of time, and I think that puts us out in front in terms of permitting the next gold mine in Canada. We still obviously have to complete an environmental impact statement for the federal government, which we've done. I mentioned that before, and we put that into the government early October. But in terms of the provincial permitting, it's not required for us at this stage to complete an environmental impact statement. So we're out in front on that. We're located in Ontario. We've got fantastic infrastructure, and I think it's the project. The size of the project is important. We're 1.5 million ounces now. There's a million ounces of that 1.5 that we believe will be on the mine plan going forward. But again, we'll have to complete new resources and feasibility studies and those sorts of things in the new year to fully understand the economics of the project.
Fantastic. Great. Thank you very much for that. We look forward then to some good news, hopefully.
Yes, yes. Well, thanks for letting me come on, and thanks for letting me speak to you.
Definitely, yeah, and we are looking forward for some good news then. And to keep fingers crossed that it all works out. Thank you very much.
See you in the new year.
Definitely. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Martin Walter, the President and CEO of Treasury Metals. Yeah, you heard a very compelling story in Ontario. Maybe the next gold mine here, the environmental impact study is already done. And now they come to the big things, to the feasibility, full feasibility study. And yeah, we will see 1.5 million ounces so far, what the project will be then. And check out the company. Thanks and bye-bye from Zurich.